Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what ought to be a great matchup between the Oakland Raiders and the Indianapolis Colts. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Go! Check out! 240!
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. A look at the numbers for Mack from last week. 20 carries, 122 yardage-wise, and a score as well.
Well, they set a nice tone in week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get the play action and throw the ball deep later on.
A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Love. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Luck to Mack on the draw. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Timing is crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Dumps this one off to Mack. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by their veteran quarterback out of North Carolina State. It's Phillip Rivers.
In some ways, he reminds me of a past NFL great who played the quarterback position as well. Jawing with the opposition, trash-talking a little bit, doesn't mind getting hit and battered around some that kind of gets him into the game. But once it's time to lock in, Phillip Rivers does that as well as any quarterback in the league.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 7 catches, 138 yards. To throw again on 2nd down. Rivers got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Black 15!
Play action now. Rivers. And he'll find his tight end, Seals-Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Stay there.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 27th. Now Rivers. Looking middle, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. A 1st down carry for Henry. He will push his way down to about the 14 and give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
380.
Play fake. Rivers sliding out of the pocket. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. This will be caught at about the 6. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Rivers to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Miles Boykin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
On 1st and 10, Locke. And his throw here's incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Here's Locke. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Now a 1st down throw. Locke throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Now a play fake, and it's Locke. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Throwing on 3rd down, Locke. He's got Jack Doyle. 20! And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On first down, it's Long. Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand-new ball game. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. No. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game will just start all over.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, where you see the final score there. Phillip Lindsay, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we head up to Wisconsin to check out the Packers at home in Lambeau, and they trail the visiting Patriots at halftime. David Moore, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And you can see they trail in that matchup against the Tampa Bay Bucks. Tevin Coleman has scored a touchdown. Meanwhile, in our game, each team able to manage just one touchdown apiece. 7-7 is our score. And for the call of the second half, we send it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Here's Rivers. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's second and 10. Off the play fake here, Rivers. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Now from Colts territory, here's a first and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Over the middle, it's complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So second and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. Rivers. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Miles Boykin with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with an Oakland touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On first down, they'll start out with Mack. It was Devontae Downs who made the tackle. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the fourth quarter. Throwing on second and 8. Luck, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Back near his goal line, Rivers. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Kenny Moore that time there on the coverage. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's second and 10. Derrick Henry. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. It'll be a gain of 2. And speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Rivers going to try and sneak it. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Rivers to throw this time. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Rivers now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. Now Rivers. Incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. So now they'll come up on second and 10 once again from the 28. Rivers on the money, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Rivers here to throw. That's caught over the middle by Seals-Jones. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Henry. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 2-score game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Raiders, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they'll fall to 1-1, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.